Hi there. I am Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and I am here with
Ariel Rizzuta, the daughter.
this is my daughter. We are here in Galway. It is our last full day before we head home to Colorado and California. And we have been out and around Ireland and meeting all kinds of people and just noticing some things that, maybe, a little disturbing. Both of us being very intuitive and empathic, we can feel what other people are thinking. And, when we sit down at a table in a restaurant, and I'm very carefully choosing my place to sit with my back to the man at the next table so that I am not looking at someone's husband. And then my daughter feeling the judgment from the missus at that table, right?
Well, it's usually just like women have that weird look on their face, and then they are staring at the back of the person that you're sitting with, as my mom, sitting and staring at the back of her head. So it's a little, but they're glaring. So it's like, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't stare at your husband. There's nothing going on here. Or when it's there's like a group of girls my age, which is always fun, and they glare at you, and it's I know I have pink hair, I get that, but at the same time, I'm not glaring at you. I'm just smiling and sitting here enjoying my holiday, and they do it in like a judgmental way usually.
What we've noticed is a lot of judgment from other women. And what I will say about judgment is that if you look at someone and maybe they're thinner than you, or they're heavier than you, or maybe they look better than you. So if you have a thought in your mind that, oh, what a witch, what a bitch, whatever negative thought that you have in your mind, here's the thing about that whatever we think about others
is what we think about ourselves.
Exactly. So be mindful. If you have judgment about others, notice, oh, I'm thinking this thought about someone else. How do I feel about myself? And we have a tendency to be in denial with ourselves about how we actually feel about ourselves. We pretend that we really love ourselves, but if we have judgment for someone else, we don't love ourselves. We are being critical of ourselves. As critical as we are of others, that's how we are of ourselves. Only it's unconscious. 95% of the thoughts we think are unconscious. What does that mean? It means it's like the iceberg, the iceberg is only 5% visible, and the rest is below the surface. So all of those thoughts that you aren't aware of, if you're judging others, you're judging yourself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel good to be judged. I mean, I'm pretty impervious to what other people think. I've been a single woman for a long time. I am quite vocal about self-love and the things that I believe. And, I've been judged for many things, about how I healed depression, how I healed anxiety, how I healed cancer. And all of those things are facts. I did those things. So the judgment that you have about whatever it is also a disbelief in the fact that you could heal yourself. So.
Right, but being a youngin', being someone that is not impervious to judgments, it makes you feel insecure. It makes you think that you're doing something wrong when other people look at you in a way that you don't look at yourself in. You're like, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. And then when someone else on the outside is staring at you or glaring at you, or they do that one really annoying thing where they're like, they like look you up and down, and then they, that's rude.
And that happened to Ariel last night. There was a group of young people, quite attractive young ladies, and all decked out and dressed up very prettily, and with a group of men. But Ariel was another woman
outside of the group.
And some of the girls felt in competition. Here's the thing: there is no competition.
I have a boyfriend. There's no need for competition.
There is no competition.
Dating someone, we're good.
So just remember, whatever criticism that you have for others is the criticism that you have for you. Whatever judgment you have for others is the judgment you have for yourself. And so try and slip into or just step into compassion. When we can be compassionate for others, we can be compassionate for ourselves. Let's take a deep breath. So more compassion, more love, more acceptance of ourselves will lead to more acceptance of others, because here's the thing: we're all one out there. We're all connected. We may appear to be individuals, but we're all connected. We're all interconnected. And so remember, have more love for yourself, and then more love and acceptance for yourself leads to more love and acceptance of everyone else.
And kindergarten rules: if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. As well as if someone has a sad smile on if someone has a sad look on their face, like, show compassion. And even if they scoff back at you, at least you tried. You don't have to really do much of anything. You can just smile at people. And I notice throughout the day that when I'm walking, I have I have chronic bitch face.
It runs in our family.
And I just like that all day. But I do smile. I smile often. When I talk, I'm smiling. But for the most part, I have to constantly remind myself to smile. I'll feel it on my face. My face feels like it feels like resting. So I have to remind myself to, liven up a little bit and smile, because I've noticed throughout the day that I'll get glares and I think, oh crap, what does my face look like? Oh, I haven't been smiling. So I just smile. And also, smiling makes you live longer. So does laughing.
True. And the other thing about smiling is when you just, even in meditation, turning up the corners of your mouth a little bit, it leads to an increase in serotonin in the body. Oxytocin is released. Holding hands with someone helps to release oxytocin, that feel-good cuddle hormone, the God hormone. So smiling does the same thing. So just turn up the corners of your mouth, and it's okay if you're just walking down the street with a little smile on your face. It'll make you feel better, make you feel happier. Kindergarten rules.
Yep.
So the things to live by: smile more, laugh more, love more. Remember that if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And the same thing with the thoughts. I love me. So if you start finding yourself in a looping thought that isn't positive or pleasant, just shift it to I love me. I am safe. I am loved. I am protected. And we have another video coming up that you don't want to miss about protection and how it works.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and this is my beautiful daughter, Ariel.
Who's Ida?
Thanks for watching. Much love.